Calvin Castine at Northeastern Clinton Central School. It's about 4:37 here on this Thursday, the second day of May 2013, and we saw a lot of standing around, and all of a sudden we heard a gun and realized that this was getting underway without our camera rolling. So this is the first event of the evening. We're here for about an hour and a half of our time, which will almost certainly be less than an hour of recorded footage. And bring you as much as we can. We're going to leave here and go to a technology display put on by the Champlain Telephone Company, and that's interesting and different. And we thought we'd cover that. This is a relay, boys and girls running at the same time. I think it's the 3200 4x8, so twice around for each team, and they'll hand off the baton. Right now they are bunched up. The only danger of starting boys and girls at the same time is sometimes the boys end up behind the girls, and they don't have any bragging rights to say if we were running at the same time we would have beat you. Last time I was here, there was a Howard Honan sent a new record. Mike. I had to read about it in the paper, even though I was here recording it. What'd your daughter do last time to set a new CVAC record, was it?
She set the Section 7 100-meter hurdle with a time of 15.2, I believe. I'm not sure what the other one was, but...
I knew people were buzzing, but nobody bothered to come over and fill me in, so I didn't
know
the next day when I read it in the paper that we'd had a record set. But
yeah, it's hard to keep track of. She moves pretty fast.
Yeah, so...
we should be done pretty quick today.
Yeah, I don't think Lake Placid has as many runners as Plattsburgh High School had.
I think she'll be running alone today, too.
I think so?
Wow, it's hot out here.
Yeah.
We have to go to that little dinner tonight.
Dinner tonight?
The 10%, top 10 over in Altona.
Oh. Ooh. Well, you'll want to get out of here early then, right?
Well, no, I like staying, but I'd rather stay for the whole thing and help time. But there's nobody here.
No, I don't know if they got enough timers or not. You better get over there and get to work.
Yeah, we gotta leave. We gotta leave at 5:30 to.
Yeah, I'm leaving at 6
to go to Altona.
I'm going to technology thingamajig at Columbus.
Oh.
That the phone company's putting on.
Oh, good. Well, so, you'd like to be out here for a day like today, though.
Yeah. I got something. I don't know if it's a bee or just a friendly bug. Because
a bee.
Yeah, I saw a bee buzzing earlier, and it kind of made me hesitant to do any swatting. All right, we're about 3 laps into this one. One of these days they're going to invent numbers that they can put on their uniforms, and I can say who's out there.
That's running for us is Sam Galucci.
Okay,
the girls.
That's the girl.
And I'm not sure who the boy's out there.
Years ago, Frank Woodward would help me, and Frank knew everybody.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what school they were from, he knew them. And
they were racing down there, but too.
All of a sudden, Lake Placid is dominating here, and the boys and girls are close. We're approaching the halfway point. It'll be the second handoff. good leg there for Lake Placid. Here comes the Lake Placid girl. Cougar boys will have their handoff. And Cougar girls are on the horizon here. Now, if I had numbers on here, I could keep track of who's out there, but I might know a kid here and there, and I try not to just mention a few names and not everybody, so I figure it might be wrong, but I figure it's better to mention no one rather than everyone. And we got long jump and triple jump in that direction. We got high jump in this direction. And we got throwing over here. That's underhand, is not just returning the shot put. Here's the discus and the shot put. And Lake Placid still continuing to have a decent lead here. They are 5/8, 5 of the 8 laps, 62.5%. Temperature, I heard Mr. Honan talk about the temperature here. It's mid-80s. I've got some thermometers that are registering in the 90s at my house, but even though they're not in the sun, I think they get a little heat off the building that they are attached to. It's, even though they're in the shade, I think the building heats up. So I don't think it's in the 90s, but it's certainly in the mid-80s. So for May 2nd, it's pretty darn good weather. And just to contrast us out to our west, in the western part of the country, there's snow in the last couple of days. Getting all kinds of heavy snowstorms in parts of the country. Here's going to be the last handoff, the last lap, last 2 laps, last leg. And let's see, and the Placid girls are actually ahead of the Northeastern boys right now. And she's about 14 seconds behind the Lake Placid boys. And there's about 20 seconds there. The Cougars are trailing the Lake Placid boys. So I have a feeling in some of these races, only Cougars might be running. I don't see a lot of numbers here for Lake Placid. And when we were here the other day for Plattsburgh High School, there were some races where only Plattsburgh was running, because the Cougar numbers are a little on the shy side. This will be the last leg. I'm not sure if they'll do a gun lap on this or not, because it's not like he as an individual ran 7 laps and he has to know when the 8th one is. No gun. Okay, we'll see how far ahead the Lake Placid girl is ahead of the Cougar boys. There's I'm guessing about 3 seconds. Can he make up that distance, that time in that last leg? It's pretty obvious Lake Placid will take the 4x8 in boys and girls. Following this will be hurdles. So there's your winner, and we're going to count right there, 14, 10, 14. That's when we started, that's when we pushed our button. And it's going to come down, looks like Placid Girls going to hang on. And Lake Placid will beat, girls will beat the Cougar boys. Not that it matters, they're not really racing against each other except in the category of pride. I'll give the Lake Placid girls something to brag about when they get back to the top of that mountain. And the camera jumps because I'm swatting something. I got some kind of bug that's I'm gonna move, I think, and I shut the camera off and see if I'm just in a bad spot here. So there's the opening race. More to come. There's a discus. And looks like nobody's throwing a shot put at the moment. Looks like nobody is actively high jumping at the moment. There is some long jumping going on. A lot of blue bombers over there. May look like a beehive of activity here, but that dark blue and gold like bumblebees, but they are blue bombers facing the Cougars. Gun is up. You never know when you might see a new record. If we have a new record here, the record will just set. Owning. Only the first one counts. The others are running because hey, they might win too. But only the winner in these races counts. Even though the Cougars had finished 1, 2, 3, they don't get any extra points for having the number 2 and 3 finishers because it's school against school, and your top runner against their top runner, and that's our hurdler in this case, and that's how it goes. Looks like we're going to follow it up with the boys. They are adjusting the hurdles, and looks like there's not a lot of participants because they are taking a couple of hurdles off. The boy hurdles are set a little higher than the girls, and the distance is slightly different. Let's see, the modified team helping out to change things. Part of their duties is to get this stuff done, and when they're on the varsity, the next batch of modifieds will be put to work. Our ball girl disappeared there. We had kids on the out there, tennis practice going on over here, so I have a couple of kids that are a ball boy and a ball girl helping to keep the balls on the tennis courts. Oh my Lord. There's a Lake Placid fella there. Referee Stafford is set. Gun is up. Get your shoes tied. Only one guy? Only one guy. So Cougars will win this. Whoops. Okay, Cougars will win it uncontested. Again, we see no activity at the high jump. Continuing activity on the long jump and triple jump.
High jumpers, you need to report the high jump, the bar is about to move. High jumpers, you need to report the high jump, the bar is about to move.
We're about to move the bar up a little higher. Okay, hurdles are out of there, just a dash now. Looks like there's at least 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, a bunch of Cougars on the side there. That's called picking them up and laying them down. And Cougars will take that one. Look like honing again. Normally we are in the infield, but because we're taking off early, we thought we'd stay up, get this advantage. It would give us more of a look at the jump areas. The rakers are kept very busy in the jump areas. There we go.
We'll see you later.
Have fun. Say hello to Pat and Jane.
I will.
Alright, nothing going on here. All those Cougar fellows that were at the shot put have apparently thrown while I was watching the racing. So we should be getting ready for the boys. Yeah, I think Alan Stafford is going to put his gun in the air in a moment. There we go. Let's see, 5, 6, I think maybe 6 again. And looks like the Cougar is going to take it. There we caught a high jump, sort of. And the girls are still doing the discus fever. A baseball game going on at the ball field. We have to leave at 6 o'clock, so we thought there was a good chance that this baseball game would not be done at that time. So that was one reason that convinced me to cover the baseball rather than the track rather than the baseball. let's see what's happening here. Looks like the boys and girls will be going at the same time. This is maybe 15 and 16. There go the girls. And there go the boys. This is the 15 and 16, and it'll be just 2 times around. Second of May, 2013. Lake Placid visiting northeastern Clinton on a unusually warm May day here. Under the weather people, their usual high is about 20 plus degrees lower than our high is today. Usually in the low 60s, we are in the mid 80s today. There's our 2 leaders. And looks like there's only 3 boys racing. This one could get very interesting at the end.
I don't know if he's serving short or if he's serving long.
Let's see, if it's 15, that's right, it's maybe 4 times around. It's not, it's 400 around once, so this will only be the halfway point. 15 for the girls, 16 for the boys, so the girls start 100 meters ahead of the boys. So this is only the midway point, and have a little bunch right there. And there's our leader for the boys. He has a good advantage over the nearest Lake Placid runner, which I think there's only 1 Lake Placid boy involved. Oh, somebody making a move here for Lake Placid. So I'm running my race, and my race says I take off at this point. This is not the last lap, another lap to go after this one.
Let's go, Shane! Get in there, Shane! Come on, Shane! Let's go, Nina! Come on, Nina! 500 yards left. You got this, Nina.
She's catching up, you got it!
Well, she's got 1 more time around. That's 1100 completed. And our lead boy has completed 1200. Unless she trips and falls. She'll win it quite easily. And her time's going to be pretty darn comparable to the lead boy for this race, the Cougar back there. He might be just a hair ahead of her as far as time-wise. Of course, they have different times because she's running 15, he's running 16. That completes the girls' race. There's the first Cougar girl runner. And here's the Cougar boy. So the Cougar boys will take this. Oh, this guy's got some legs left. So that'll complete the 15 and 16. Glance at the high jump. Oops, still got excuse me, we did have another one coming in. Waiting on that high jump. High jump is really a hit and miss. Often I'll spend time watching somebody stroll around like we are watching here, and other times out of nowhere somebody starts jumping. Looks like the red team is at bat. I can't remember who's visiting on the baseball diamond today. Our next race is the 4x100. I'll try to keep an eye on the gun. Oops. I want to get a jumper here. I'm not sure if we got just like Placid running, boys and girls. Yep. Looks like Lake Placid's going to take this one. No Cougars racing in this one. So they're not competing against each other, but they have to complete the event to get the team points for it. Lake Placid will take the 4x1, and the boys and girls. And the boys finish about 8 seconds ahead of the girls. Well done. I got throwers going on over here. They're warming up. This is the backward throw, which is great as long as you know there's nobody wandering around behind you. Looks like we might have a high jumper. And we've still got some folks over at the long jump and triple jump. final call for the 400 hurdles. We have a race. I'm not sure what it is. It's not hurdles because there's no hurdles on the track. Gun is up. They're set. Unless this might be just a 400. Looks like they're going all out. Looks like the Cougars going to take the inside track. Got to stay in your lane, whatever lane you're in. Oops, now Lake Placid moves back in the front.
Come on, Kendra! Come on, let's go! Come on! Work it!
Lake Placid will take it. Cougar will finish second. Lake Placid third. A Cougar in fourth. And there's still another one coming. Well, there's a 400 for the girls. I'm not sure if we'll have a boys or not. This fellow gonna throw. Cougars are running around the bases. I don't see any activity at the high jump. And checking out the long jump. Things are quiet there also. Okay, at the moment there's a whole lot of nothing going on.
That's my brother, I know.
All of a sudden we see a gun up. Not sure why it took in my real world time here. It took a long time between the girls and the boys. Looks like this one will be decided in the stretch, as was the girls. And the Cougar won. Seems like every time we come over here, this fella here is the thrower. He must do a lot more throwing than everybody else. And there's the backward thrower again here. There we go. Not where it rolls, it's where it lands. Nothing happening on the high jump. And we just finished to see a lot of dust. The long jump looks like we have a Lake Placid fella set to go. Back in the old days, Sam Castine and I would come and we'd keep two cameras going. Putting the hurdles out. And it looks like one boy and three girls. One boy and three girls will be doing the hurdling. Well, she was throwing. We had a boy throwing a discus. And we got a high jumper. I thought we had a jumper. Looks like the judges are ready. Whoop, is this girl gonna do it? And she cleared. Gun is up, set. Looks like they're just doing the girls. They're not going to do the boys at the same time. Lake Placid is ahead, just a slight hair, and the jump is when you can tell who's leading. Almost a dead heat. All three of them are really close. Cougar looks like the Cougar is ahead by just a just a split second. Now they're just about virtually tied.
Come on, Lizzie! Come on, Elena! Come on, Lizzie!
Lake Placid is getting back in the lead.
Come on, Lizzie! Over there! Come on, Elena! You're in there! Let's go, girl! Come on! Come on! There you go! Come on, Lizzie! Over there! Come on!
One more hurdle and a mad dash. Lake Placid's going to take it, but not by a lot. And the second Lake Placid runner is close behind. Meanwhile, at the high jump, that's a mother-daughter. I think you're allowed to kiss your daughter. And nothing much going on in the long jump. Here we go on the high jump, or not. Oh, did her heel catch it? I think we only got one boy. It's a cougar. And he looks like he's out for a friendly little stroll around the park here. With no competition, he's just taking his time. He knows he's got it won. Waving to his fans. Oh, Cougar boys will take that one. Yeah, looks like we had a jump while I was looking at the
First call, 3,000. First call, 3,000.
looking at the throwers.
Second call,
And there might be one more long jumper down there. There she comes. Is she ready? Here we go. How are we doing on the high jump? Almost. I have a gun up. Where's the gun? There it is. And this is a group of girls. Obviously not a 400. They're pacing themselves. Could be an 800. We're just far enough away from the infield that we aren't picking up who's what particular race it is. I'm guessing 800. Let's see, there they are. I stopped to look at the high jump and lost track of where the runners were here. I'm guessing this is it. This is going to go to the wire. Lake Placid runner making her move, and she is passing the Cougars, both of them. So Lake Placid will take that one, and the Cougars will cross very closely to each other. Like the shot put holding contest here. Here we go. Like we got a thrower. There we go. Just like being at the bowling alley. Okay, this should be the boys' 800. There's our leader. Lake Placid's going to take over.
Come on, Curtis. Come on, Corey. Be smart through here. Got pace up, Jay. It's going to be around 120.
Halfway through. Viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. Guarantee you this is absolutely the only place you're going to see this kind of programming in and around Clinton County. We appreciate the thousands of events that Hometown Cable has covered for the past 30 years and the hundreds of events we do every year. We really need your support to keep this programming coming. Looks like Lake Placid will be 1-2, but again, only the first one is what matters.
Open it up.
Here he comes, Curtis! Here he comes!
Come on, guys.
Come on, Jay!
Good competition here. Let's go. Kick it.
All right, who wants it? Who wants it? Don't give me this tie baloney. I'm a coach. I don't want my kids looking to tie each other. You get out there and I don't care if the closest guy is your own teammate. You go out there and do the best you can. So that'll take care of the 400. I see absolutely nothing going on at the high jump. I see no jumpers left at the long jump. And we're down to just a smattering of throwers. Looks like the boys are done with their throwing. Trying to find a handle on that shot put, I think. Here's the official measurement. I'm guessing this is a 200. Meter sprint. Ooh, a lot of racers out there. The Cougar will take it. Looks like we have some more girls that are going to run the 200. Looks like there's 5 of them. And it looks like they're all Cougars. Yeah, all 5 are Cougars. I should complete the girls 200. Looks like Bedard's doing his long jumps. Whatever part of your body is the closest to the jumping off point is what counts. It's not where your feet are. If you land and you kind of fall backwards and your hands hit the sand, well, that's what they look at. Whatever part of your body hits the ground as part of your landing. That's closest to the jumping off point. I think we're going to have a boys 200 starting shortly. So that's why you want to push yourself forward when you land. Because if your butt hits behind your feet, and your butt is what counts. So it doesn't matter where you land until you've completed your landing. It's whatever is closest to the jumping off point. 200. Like Placid to take it. And the fellow in lane 3 for the Cougars will take second. The throwing might be completed. Looks like the high jump might be completed. And they're wrapping up the long jump. And it looks like there's more boys out there for the 200. So I think we're going to have a 200 starting again shortly. Hopefully we can get this jump in before that. Gun is up. And we're set and are off. Where'd they go? There they are. 2 Cougars. Looks like there is another thrower left here for the girls. How are we doing on the long jump? But there's quite a few who haven't completed their long and triple jumping. Is this fella gonna jump? Or just think about it? Alright, we've got somebody else out that way. In our office, looks like a long one. And this is probably the 3000 and the 3200. And this just might be the last one we'll record. It's 6 before 6 right now, and I wanted to get out of here around 6 to head for the Champlain Telephone Company technology exhibit that's going on at the Champlain Knights of Columbus Hall. Try to cover as many things as we can in the course of a day. Earlier today we were at CVPH for their first ever participation in the National Day of Prayer. Very nice ceremony held at the flagpole in front of the Champlain Valley Physicians Hospital Medical Center. Like only Cougar boys, so they'll take the 3200. Eight times around for the boys, 7.5 for the girls. Some of us get tired just thinking about that. There's our boy leader. And we'll check here. The boys don't appear to be moving any faster than the girls. They seem to be roughly 200 meters behind the girls. They don't seem to be gaining any ground on them. We'll take a distraction here for a long jump. I guess she changed her mind. Here's how the girls' race is going. It's 2.5 laps. This will complete 3 laps for the boys. 37.5% complete. And the girls are still nip and tuck. It's going to come down to who's got the most legs left at the final 200 yards, 200 meters. Supposed to be 3.5 here. And midway point for the boys. We shut off for a little while to take a break. We're not going to have every split second of this race. This is 3 to go when they go by here. 3 to go. Looks like our Cougar boy has passed the last girl runner. There'll be 2 laps to go when they cross, and the Lake Placid runner has opened up a substantial gap in the girls' race. There's still a lot of race to go. Part of their training is they know when to start putting it on a little heavier to pick up the pace and not get burned out. This will complete 6 laps. And I'm guessing that the Lake Placid girl here has got about at least 100-meter advantage over the Cougar, with her approaching the stretch in the 7th lap. One lap to go. We'll hear the gun when she crosses the finish line. That means 1 lap remaining. We didn't hear the gun. Must be trying to save bullets out of there. Okay, 1 lap to go. Where'd she go? There she is. She is keep an eye on the boy. He is just about 200 meters behind her. So the winning girls' time today and the winning boys' time will be very close. Here's the Cougar. The winning boy. Again, 3,000 meters for the girls, 3,200 for the boys. And it's going to be right down to the wire here. He will not gain enough to pass her, I don't think. No. Well, this will wrap it up. It's 6:07. We wanted to leave here around 6. We have other places to be. So this is Hometown Cable's coverage of Lake Placid at Northeastern Clinton. Track and field on this May 2nd, 2013. You're watching viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. Win, lose, or draw, TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable. Thanks to those of you who understand that and support our efforts. And a reminder to those of you who aren't supporting us that we really do need your support. Thanks for watching.